Hello, this week we're going to be making a book with a turning page. Start off by clearing out our scene and then spawn in a plane, and we're going to scale this up by 50% on the X. Next, in edit mode, we're going to add an edge loop in the middle. We're going to bevel it out and add 5 segments. We can now move these vertexes down a bit to give a bit of bend in the center of our book. Then we can auto smooth it and add a solidify modifier to it and adjust the thickness to finish off the cover. Next, we're going to add the pages. We can start with a cube and resize it so one side is dead center and the other side is just a ways away from this edge. Then bring the bottom up to match the cover and bring the top down to a thickness that you're happy with. Now we're going to add some bend to our pages. Start off by bringing in one side, then add an edge loop on the inner side of the book and snap these vertexes to the spine, then add 2 more edge loops and round out the center. Lastly, we're going to add some edge loops to the center of the page, and then we're going to lift them up, and then we can mirror it over and move the top and bottom away from the edge, and that will finish off the book. Next, we're going to make the page. For that, we're going to need a Bezier curve. I'm going to flatten mine on the Y, and then I'm going to move the ends into place, matching the ends of the page. We can then adjust the handle to match the curve of the page as well. Now that that's done, we're going to add some thickness to the page. Over in our Data tab, we can open up our Geometry tab, and then we can increase the extrude. To get it to face the right direction, we can pop back into Edit mode and hit N to open up our transforms, and then add 90 degrees to our mean tilt, and then we can keep adjusting the extrude to match the page. Now to have the page bend over the book when it turns, start off by adding an empty sphere and then add an empty plane. Scale down the plane a bit. Now over in the curved edit mode, select the N handle and move the cursor here with Shift S, and then add another empty plane here and scale this down as well. Next, let's rename these empties, starting with sphere, renaming it to page turn, and then the planes to hook target 1 and 2. With that done, we can parent hook target 2 to the page turn, and then we can parent the page to the page turn as well. It should look something like this when you rotate the page turn. Moving on, add a hook modifier to the curve, and then set the object to hook target 1, and then pop over into edit mode and assign the inner handle to this modifier. Now I'll add a second hook modifier and set it up like the first one, but for hook target 2 and the outer handle. Last part before tweaking, on hook target 2, add a constraint of the type copy rotation. The target will be the page turn and the owner will be set to local space. Then we can drop the influence down. Now just adjust the influence and the page turn's rotation till you get something that you're happy with. But that brings this video to a close. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.